On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, Hawkeye Volleyball is brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is, corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Wellmark, you're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield, University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives, and by Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Now live, this is Hawkeye Volleyball.
From Extreme Arena at the Iowa River Landing, it's time for Iowa Hawkeye Volleyball. Live from Coralville, the Illinois Fighting Illini are in town to take on the Iowa Hawkeyes. Good Friday evening to you and welcome to the broadcast alongside color analyst Reagan Coyle. Filling in for John Evans tonight, I'm John Leo. The Hawkeyes return home this weekend following a pair of matches in Michigan. Iowa welcomes Illinois and Northwestern for this weekend's homestand. Illinois, tonight's opponent, they enter with a 13-11 record. They're 8-6 in the Big Ten. Had a really slow September, but the Fighting Illini really picked up momentum last month in October, winning their last 5 matches before flipping the calendar to November. Now winners of 6 of its last 7, Illinois is led by a veteran lineup of 5 upperclassmen, including stars Jessica Nunge and Raina Terry. The Hawkeyes, on the flip side, are in search of their first league victory as they flip the calendar to November. A pair of chances this weekend with opponents from the land of Lincoln. The first opportunity comes tonight against a team that Iowa had set points on in 2 of 3 sets in this year's previous meeting over in Champaign. Coach Barnes and the Hawkeyes welcome fans into Extreme Arena on Military Appreciation Night as Iowa goes for its first win in league play. It's the Fighting Illini and Hawkeyes, Illinois and Iowa, live from Extreme Arena with first serve coming in moments. Let's welcome in color analyst Reagan Coyle. All right, Reagan, another opportunity for the Hawkeyes here at home. Maybe a couple of keys to victory today for Iowa.
It's the serve and pass game. I think serve and pass game is going to be important tonight. It always comes down to the basics for the Hawks, so staying aggressive from the service line and passing well so that way they can get an offense rolling and pick up their first Big Ten win tonight.
A couple of opportunities this weekend. We got Illinois tonight, Northwestern on Sunday. And so we'll see what Iowa and Illinois accomplish this evening. These teams met earlier in the season. Illinois won 3-0, but Iowa had 2 set points on 2 separate sets along that one. So a competitive match against Illinois the first time around. The Fighting Illini will serve. They'll go right to left in the mind's eye. Bright orange tops for the Fighting Illini. Jessica Nunge will serve it. And we are underway at Extreme Arena this evening. Ortega sets it up for McSweeney, and the Hawkeyes get a kill right off the rip.
Kind of a little dink over the block there for McSweeney, but a very efficient spot there in the campfire.
Starters for the Hawkeyes tonight, Natalie Moravec, Harley Cole will be the libero. Delaney McSweeney, Caitlin Butner, along with Bailey Ortega, Gabby Deary. Serve from Moravec to start, blocked at the net by Iowa. Now on Illinois' side, they'll set up, just dump it over and find the floor to tie things up at 1.
Illinois says 2 can play at this game, tipping right back to the campfire on Iowa's side.
Caroline Barnes to serve for Illinois, sends it over. Butner sets it up for Ortega, near side. Deary blocked, right back to Iowa's side. Point to Illinois, 2-1.
It was a good reverse by Ortega. I think Deary started a little inside the court there on her transition. I'd like to see her get out, get wide. That way she has the whole court to hit at.
Served over, received by Butner, forward for Ortega. To the middle of the floor, Moravec. She'll slam it home from the backside, 2-2.
It's a great, powerful back row attack by Moravec. Love that swing.
Rosa Vesti comes in for McSweeney. Harley Cole to serve. 5'7" sophomore from the state of Nebraska sends it over. Set up to the middle for Illinois. And sharp angle on the termination there. 3-2 Fighting Illini.
Yep, that was a really great swing by Illinois' middle there. She was up high and just went right around the block, crossbody, hit the floor. Just probably about 12-foot line there. It was a good swing.
Yeah, quick pass, almost like a one-timer in hockey. Just up and then right back down. 3-2 Illinois in the opening set. They'll serve it over on the far sideline. Ortega sets up near side for Deary, and a great finish there from Deary on the deflection on Illinois' side. We're tied at 3 in the early going.
I love the switch up there by Deary. Her body was showing cross, but she kind of took her thumb down there and went right down the line just to kind of trick the blockers there. It's a great swing.
Kaya Mateo enters. She'll serve. Anna Davis also in for the first time. Here's the run, the cross-court serve over to the far side. An easy block there at the net by Buettner and Vesti.
It's a great press by Buettner. She was up and pressed over the net before Illinois had a chance to get up and swing at that ball. It was a roof block.
Chance for Iowa to build on their lead here. 4-3, the Hawkeyes out in front. Serve from Mateo, a higher serve. Set from the middle to the far side, and that'll go deflected off of Mateo and out of bounds. 4-4. The Fighting Illini tie it up. Raina Terry will serve for Illinois. Take a run at it, send it over. Barely gets over the tape. A diving attempt by Harley Cole, unsuccessful. 5-4 Illinois. Barely got over the net there.
Yeah,
line drive
like,
serve.
I think Iowa thought it was going to hit the net.
Terry certainly takes her time when she comes up to serve, doesn't she?
She does.
Finally lets it go. Here's an attack opportunity for Buettner. Tipped up into the air on Illinois' side. They'll have a crack at it now and just pushing it over. Cole saved it. Popped up. It'll be Mateo to top spin it over. On Illinois' side now, their attack. Another block, this time from Buettner. Point to the Hawkeyes. We're tied at 5.
I think Illinois is going to challenge that ball was down, which I think it was. So might not end up well for the Hawks, but
that diving,
it's a great block nonetheless.
Sure. Diving play by Cole to initially, we thought, keep it up off the ground, but we'll have to wait and see. Tied at 5 in the early going as it stands right now. We'll see as the official review has begun at the scorers table. Well, back and forth so far. That was one of the themes at one of the last home matches. A set that just went back and forth. Tons of ties, tons of lead changes. We're accomplishing that already in the early going.
They've just been so close with these Big Ten matchups. Yeah. Just right there, every set. Sometimes just by a point or two. I mean, they're just a matter of, a couple run points here and there throughout the middle of the set. I would love to see them finish one.
Yes.
Those close sets, and pull off a win here.
Challenge has completed. Illinois' challenge successful. So you had the right idea, Reagan, and the ball did hit the ground. So the point to Illinois. So instead of 5-5 and a tie, we've got Illinois out in front now 6-4. They'll serve it from right to left. Terry's ready. She'll send it over. Cole receives it. Moves it for Buettner there, and she's blocked at the net. Back to Iowa's side, then deflected away. 7-4 Illinois.
Yeah, block was set up there for Illinois. Take it away cross for Buettner. That's her favorite swing. The line is open for her, but the set has to get all the way out there in order for her to turn that down the line.
3-point lead for the Fighting Illini in set 1. Good strong serve over. Cole receives it. Moravec tracks it down. Buettner will top spin it over for the Hawkeyes. Middle of the floor, now brought to the near side for Illinois. And a termination. Cross court, hit near the back line there. The Hawkeyes let it go, but it stayed in. 8-4 Illinois.
She was taking a while back there on her serve. I think she might be close to 8 seconds, but Just need somebody brave enough in the crowd to really start counting out loud.
Yeah, somebody. It's a pretty decent crowd for Friday night here in Coralville. Well, we could start that if we wanted to, but the mics would pick it up. Good serve over from Illinois. Buechner gives it a crack for the Hawkeyes, and now pushed over on to Iowa's side. Set up now for Davis. She'll go cross-court, blocked. Back to Iowa's side, 9-4. Illinois rattled off 5 points in a row now, and that'll force a timeout from Coach Barnes.
You got to go high up over the block there on that tip, or you got to roll it over. Davis just kind of went right into the block on that one. You got to move it around a little bit.
Illinois leads at 9-4, timeout Iowa. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. Homewood Suites and Home 2 Suites by Hilton each offer guests spacious suites, complimentary breakfast, a 24-hour fitness center, pool, hot tub, guest laundry, and convenient locations. Let their warm and friendly staff take care of you and your family when you visit Hawkeye Country. All right, timeout by Iowa. Illinois leads at 9-4. They've rattled off 5 points in a row. What's stood out to you maybe statistically so far?
I think the big glaring number here, Illinois is hitting 444, Iowa's hitting 0. So just tons of errors on our attacking. I feel like they're playing pretty timid. They're kind of almost afraid to hit the ball, it feels like, and afraid to make an error. I'd like to see them flip a switch and just come out aggressive, swing away, and just play with a little bit of grit. I feel like right now they're just playing timid, afraid to make errors, and that's when you're going to make errors. So.
Fair to say that Iowa is known for their aggressive play style throughout the course of the season. Maybe it's taken a dip here lately, but the approach has been aggressive for the most of the season.
They just need that spark to get them going.
Get them going tonight. All right, Illinois leads at 9-4. They continue with their serve from right to left. Boy, it is close, so I'm counting in my head.
I know.
Iowa hits it over on 1, and then Illinois tries to hit it back over on 2, and a block by Vesti at the net. Point to the Hawkeyes there to slow things down. Iowa within 4.
It's really great balance by Vesti there. The setter hasn't attacked tonight yet for Illinois, but I'm sure they watched film. That the setter is aggressive on attacking. It's a great move by Vesti to be up and block the setter.
Buechner will serve for the Hawkeyes, left to right. She gets it over, middle of the floor. Set up to the near side now for Illinois. Tipped at the net, and that deflection caused Buechner to have to adjust and then hit it out. 10-5 Illinois. Back onto Illinois' side. They'll serve it. Serve received by Cole in the back row. Near side now for Davis. Tipped initially. Now Illinois with their swing attempt. Mateo sets it up far side for Moravec. Goes back row. Dug out there by Illinois. Far side of the floor. They go cross court to the near side. Mateo scoops it out. Far side now for Moravec. Tipped at the net. Vesti saves it. Pops it up. Mateo far side again for Moravec. Blocked at the net but out of bounds. Deflected out of bounds off of Illinois. 10-6, Iowa within 4.
That's a good swing by Moravec there on the outside. Just got the high hands. A couple plays before that, both Davis and Moravec kind of with the roll shot swings. I'd like to see them get away from that. Either tip it or just swing away.
Vesti will serve for Iowa. Sends it on the near sideline, straight down the line. Illinois set it up. They go with a near side attack. Deep. Hit it out. Error there by Illinois. 10-7. Hawkeyes within 3.
Got to chip away 1 point at a time. Keep it clean on our side of the net. Let Illinois make errors.
Vesti, the freshman from New Zealand. She'll serve it over. Cleared the tape. Set to the middle and dumped over by Illinois on 2. It'll be Moravec with an opportunity. She goes to the back row and finds the floor. 10-8.
Vesti is so ready for that setter dump, both in the front row and the back row. That was a great defensive move by her in the back, and she's ready for that setter to attack any moment.
Great awareness. 10-8 Illinois. Vesti to serve for the Hawkeyes. She'll send it over. Good line drive serve with a lot behind it. Set to the near side for Illinois. Hit it out again. Iowa within 1. Well, here's the energy that you've been talking about. That huddle there after getting that point certainly had a little spark to it. 10-9 Illinois.
See some smiles on the faces out there. They're having fun. Just need to keep stringing points together here on this run.
Here's the serve. That one did clip the top of the net. Illinois sets it up in the middle, met by McSweeney at the middle. Blocked over to Illinois' side to get another crack at it. Vesti pops it way up into the air. Mateo sets it for Moravec, who just dumps it over. Illinois will keep it alive on their side. Far side attack now deep again. That one was a little bit closer, but out, and we are tied at 10.
Vesti with the defensive dig there. She's playing awesome in the back row right now. Not typical for a middle, but she is defying all the stereotypes right now.
Starting it off, doing a nice job with the serve to get the play rolling. We're tied at 10. Here's the serve. This one's a little deeper and out.
Great run by Vesti.
Yeah, really nice job there for the Hawkeyes. She comes over out of the game with a smile. 11-10 Illinois, but we're right back in it now. Fighting Illini to serve. This is a high toss and then a strong serve to the back row. Set up for Moravec for the Hawkeyes. Dug out by Illinois on their side. Near side attack now for the Fighting Illini. Good effort there by Buettner to keep it off the floor. Moravec far side blocked. Cole will save it. Now for McSweeney. She dumps it over. Illinois keeps it alive. Their third attempt comes over and finds an empty spot in the floor on Iowa's side, and they get the point, 12-10.
Yeah, Mosier for Illinois here. She's got the jump top spin serve, so really high toss, and that ball comes over just so fast over the net.
There it is again. Yeah, nice firm, quick serve. Here's Davis for the Hawkeyes. Deflected at the net by Illinois. The Hawkeyes will do the same. Cole dives to save it, and then Illinois, they'll be able to kill it as the diving stop by Cole pushed it over, and Illinois was ready and waiting for it. 13-10 Fighting Illini. I want to go to the serve for Illinois. You talk about that high toss that's out in front. That's going to be about perfect every time, because if you mess up that toss, it's over,
yeah,
right?
Exactly. Yep, the toss is the most important part.
And that one clipped the top of the tape. Cole drops to a knee to keep it from hitting the floor. Here's Moravec, blocked but out of bounds. And the point will go to the Hawkeyes. 13-11. Ortega will check in along with Gabby Deary. Davis and Mateo will come out. (13-11) Illinois in set number 1. Ortega to serve. She'll send it over. A little softer serve, set to the middle. Now over to the far side. Ortega keeps it alive for Iowa. Moravec just has to send it over for the Hawkeyes. Here's a middle opportunity. Ortega dives to keep it off the floor. Far side now for Moravec. Takes a swing at it. Long rally here. Ortega saves this one again for the Hawkeyes. Cole, far side. Moravec blocked. Ortega pokes it up. Back to Moravec. Another opportunity. Dumps it over. And the point will go to the Hawkeyes.
Not the most exciting kill there, but I love the changeup on the tip. Like I said, I'd rather see a tip versus a roll shot that's easy to dig. So make the defense think about it.
Any way to get the point there. It was a long rally. And Iowa pulls within one. 13-12. Can tie it here if Iowa can get the point. Ortega with a short, high serve. This is dumped over. Oh, good play there by Illinois. The Hawkeyes not ready for that one on 2. 14-12 Illinois.
Yeah, there's the offensive Mosher there. She loves to send it over on 2. That one not quite as aggressive as an attack as she would do on a dump, but gets it in the fire pit in the middle of the court there. Campfire.
Yep. Nunji to serve for Illinois. They lead by 2, middle of set number 1. Cole receives the serve. Far side now for Moravec, and a block there for Illinois.
Got to find a way around that middle block there. 6'4" middle blocker there for Illinois. She puts up a big presence up there.
They've got a few blocks in the set. They lead at 15-12. Illinois out in front and serving. Pushed over. Cole will pop it up right to the net, though, and it crossed, and Illinois was able to slam it down from their side. Just a mishit there by Cole. 16-12 Illinois, and that'll force Coach Barnes to call his second timeout of the set.
Yeah, Hawks struggling a bit from the passing standpoint. Lots of passes that are tight to the net or just way off the net for a setter to run down. comes down to serve and pass. Hawks are serving well. They just aren't really clicking as a passing unit.
You think Illinois is serving it maybe with a little different pace than the Hawkeyes have seen? It's coming out of off the hand a little quicker, at least it seems from their side.
Yeah, I think Illinois is serving pretty aggressively. And then when you kind of get in a little funk of, not passing well, you kind of get in your head a little bit. And so I don't think that's helping either. Hawks just need to find a way to kind of get out of that rut.
Yeah. See if they clean up the passing coming out of this timeout. Illinois leads at 16-12 in set number 1. Hawkeye fans, you can drive your team to a win this season by filling up with unleaded 88 with Quick Rewards at any Quick Star location. Fuel up with 8 gallons or more of unleaded 88 and you'll be automatically entered for a chance to win great prize packs throughout the season. Quick Star, proud partner of Hawkeye Volleyball. Timeout wrapping up on the floor. Illinois leads by 4 as we approach the end of set number 1. Feels like these first couple of points coming out of this timeout could really let us know how set 1 might finish up.
Absolutely. Yeah, Hawks are still in it. They just need to find a way to get a good pass here and get things rolling on offense.
Well, the timeout by Coach Barnes the first time really worked. Iowa was in a little bit of trouble early on and then able to come back after that timeout. Rally off a few points here. Illinois will serve. This is Nunji from the far corner of the floor. Goes cross court. Cole and Buettner come together. Ortega sets it up, and a great kill by Moravec on the far side.
That was a great pass. So Illinois' middle kind of held steady there. Because it was such a good pass, the offense had all 3 options ready to go. So it created a hole in the block for Moravec to swing through. It's a great swing, great hard swing by Moravec.
Very smooth. It was visually, it looked good as well. 16-13, Illinois with the lead. Moravec will serve. Received but a poor pass. Illinois will move it back to the middle and recover. Send it over. Cole will pop it up for Ortega. Pass near side. Deary just about hit it out. Illinois kept it alive, though, and a back row attempt now for the Fighting Illini. Deary pops it up. Ortega sets it far side for Buettner. Just taps it over. A little cross-court angle. Illinois with their opportunity. Moravec. Pass now for Buettner, far side, goes down the line and in. Caught the line there. Point to the Hawkeyes.
Love the changeup by Buettner. She hits a great line swing, and like I said earlier, this set has to get all the way out there for her to turn it down the line. That was a perfect set by Ortega.
Trying to mix it up a little bit, giving Illinois a couple of different looks. 16-14, the Fighting Illini up 2. Moravec will serve. Received by Illinois, near side to go cross court. Cole couldn't quite get out of the way from that one. I don't know if it was going to be out. What are your thoughts?
I think it would have landed in. I just don't know if she was quite ready for it. It was a higher swing, kind of a line drive.
Point to Illinois. 17-14. They serve it over. Buettner shoves it now for Deary near side. She puts a nice swing on that one. 17-15. Iowa within 2, hanging around in set 1.
Now serving for the Hawkeyes, number 2, Harley Cole.
Harley Cole to serve left to right for Iowa. She sends it over to the back near corner. Pushed over by Illinois. Again, they get us on that just shove over the net. Barely falls. 18-15, Illinois.
Yeah, that off-blocker defense is crucial for whatever blocker's not in on that block there. So either Deary or Buettner there to come off the net and get those short tips. That way the back row doesn't have to run all the way up and grab that.
See if the Hawkeyes can make that adjustment moving forward. Illinois to serve. It'll be Cole that receives it. Back row for Moravec. Push forward for Buettner. Goes cross court and does a nice job. Good swing there. A diving attempt by Illinois' Kayla Burbage, but she couldn't come up with it. Point to the Hawkeyes, 18-16. Iowa down 2. Kaya Mateo back in along with Anna Davis. So Mateo will serve it. Takes a run at it, sends it over. Down the line, near side. Illinois will go cross court. Near side to far side. Missed on the swing attempt there. 18-17. Hit it out. Cole with a good job to let that go.
Hawks just got to keep it clean on their side here. They're within 1. It's always that last game to 5, 20-25.
Sure. Good serve by Mateo. Took a dive right after it crossed the net. Blocked initially by the Hawkeyes at the net. Another opportunity for Illinois. This deflection saved initially, and then the Hawkeyes scramble for it, couldn't quite come up with it. Couple of dives on Iowa's side. Good effort there, but just a bit unlucky there on the deflections. 19-17 Illinois. Terry will serve it for the Fighting Illini.
Maybe.
Eventually, 7.9 seconds, she hits it over. Mateo setting it far side for Buechner. Blocked, up into the air, onto Iowa's side and out. Point to the Hawkeyes. 19-18, within one again. Almost feels like if the Hawkeyes could somehow get the lead, especially at this juncture in the set, boy, by that point, be in good shape. Buechner to serve for Iowa. Takes a run, throws it up into the air, sends it down the line on the far side. Illinois middle set to the near side now, shoved over. Mateo dives to keep it up. Cole for Davis. Davis top spins it over to the far corner. Pushed over on two by Illinois. Mateo sets it up for Moravec.
Double on Moravec there.
Point will go to Illinois. 20-18. Illinois serving. Sent over. Cole passes forward. Here's Vesti. To the back row. Illinois with a swing attempt there. A kill attempt. It was tipped at the line, at the net. Deflected out. No Hawkeye could get to it. 21-18. Fighting Illini with a 3-point lead in set one. Kennedy Collins serving for Illinois. She'll send it over on a bit of a knuckler. Mateo sets it up far side for Moravec. Popped up into the air by Illinois. Go far side, dumped it over. Good save there by Moravec. She'll get a chance at it. Tipped at the net. Rattled off the top of the net. This one blocked out of bounds off the Hawkeyes. Point to Illinois. They're building their lead 22-18 now. A couple of sloppier points the last couple.
Yeah, it's kind of tight to the net there. Lots of joust at the net.
Get back in it right here if the Hawkeyes can get a point. Down by 4, late set one. Line drive serve over the net. Mateo in the middle of the floor sets it up for Davis on the near side slide. Count it for Iowa, 22-19.
Good swing by Davis. That's her natural approach there on this slide as she's a middle, kind of playing in the right side spot. She starts her transition about 5 feet inside the court there so that way she can run the slide as a right side hitter. Set has to be good though because you can't run that every play, but that was a good play.
Nice combination that gives Iowa the point. Here's Vesti to serve for the Hawkeyes. Line drive, hit it into the net. Tried to go down the line. She had a good serving run the last time, but it stops after just one for the freshman this time. 23-19 Illinois. High toss, good serve for Illinois. Cole just has to shove it over on 3. Good set there for Illinois, but a block by the Hawkeyes, and it caught Illinois by surprise. That was McSweeney, that was Davis to get the block. Iowa down 3.
Yeah, Davis is in there kind of helping McSweeney with that middle block. She knew the set was going there, and it kind of helps her middle mind to know, kind of be her perspective, knowing when that middle is going to get set. She was right there, ready for that block.
Bailey Ortega to serve for the Hawkeyes. Down 3, late set 1. Ortega sends it over, middle of the floor to the back row. Pushed forward for Illinois. They go far side on their opportunity. Blocked at the net, but hit out of bounds on the deflection. 24-20. Illinois, they've got set point.
Yeah, Moravec was there on her block, and then she just got high hands on her. Not much you can do to block there.
Set point for the Fighting Illini. Here's the serve. Hit over. Cole receives it. Ortega in the middle of the floor sets it up for McSweeney. Just sort of fists it over. Illinois on their third opportunity. Received on the near side. Dug out by Buechner. Far side for Moravec. Illinois digs it out on the back side, on the back row. A couple of Hawkeyes come together, not able to keep it off the floor as Ortega gave great effort to dive for it. The point goes to Illinois. Set number 1 goes to Illinois. 25-20 after one at Extreme Arena. We'll flip ends of the floor. We'll come back in just a moment. Illinois takes set number 1. Back in a second. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quick Start.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment, knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
I'm Ingrid Lizarraga, breast surgeon at the University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center, the state's only NCI-designated cancer center. Here, we look beyond just the type of cancer you have to discover the molecular details of the disease. We have teams dedicated to each cancer type, with treatments and trials you won't find anywhere else in Iowa. Go to uihc.org/cancer.
Welcome back to Extreme Arena in Coralville alongside Reagan Coyle. I'm filling in for John Evans tonight. I'm John Leo. All right, set number 1 goes to Illinois 25-20. Reagan, just a couple of things that you saw from that set.
Kind of a few runs by Illinois there. They're staying aggressive from the service line, taking their time, but still staying aggressive back there. Hawks are struggling as a passing unit. Lots of balls that are off the net, out of system, and then they can't run an offense off of that. So I think they struggled a few times there, and Illinois strung together a few points, and the difference in the set here was 5 points. So if they can stay solid as a passing line, then they're able to get all 3 options rolling on offense, and that's when they had their best attacks, was when they had all 3 options, and they had found some seams in the block there. So I think that's going to be crucial coming into the set.
How do you feel Iowa's done serving tonight?
I think they stayed somewhat aggressive back there. A few errors that they can correct here. 2 service errors versus Illinois' 0. Mm-hmm. So, if they can eliminate those 2 errors, that's 2 less free points that Illinois can get.
See if Iowa comes out to a hot start in the set. Back and forth at the beginning of set 1, and then Illinois built that 5-point lead that Iowa erased and came back from, but in the end, Illinois took the set 25-20. Okay, we've flipped ends of the floor now, so Illinois occupies the near half of the court. Iowa down at the far end. Right to left for the Hawkeyes in set number 2, trying to even things up. Natalie Moravec, sophomore from Weston, Connecticut. She will serve for Iowa right to left. Sends it over and hit it out. Deep, long, point to Illinois.
Not a great start starting off with a service error, but doesn't mean they can't get it back here. But just, eliminating unforced errors is going to be crucial in this set.
A lot of zip on it, just too much there. This is Jessica Nungi to serve for Illinois, left to right. Serve received on the back line for the Hawkeyes. Good swing by McSweeney. Kept alive for Illinois. Moravec slides forward to get it. Set up near side now, and a couple of deflections on the kill attempt by Buechner, and the point goes to the Hawkeyes.
It's a good cross swing there by Buechner. She loves that hard cross swing. It's always very effective for her, unless the block is set up way inside, which They were a little bit, but it was a great tool off high hands, same direction.
Tied at 1. Harley Cole will serve, sends a spinner to the far sideline. Here's Illinois, blocked at the net by the Hawkeyes. They'll get another crack at it, though. Illinois just pushed over on 3. Cole pops it up to the middle of the floor, and a great swing there by Deary, and she capitalizes. 2-1 Hawkeyes.
It's a good out-of-system swing by Deary, even though, Cole set that ball up to her. It wasn't Ortega, they're out-of-system. It was good aggressive swing on an out-of-system ball by Deary.
Cole will get to serve again. Iowa with the lead in set 2, trying to add to it here. A deeper serve this time from Cole. Far sideline for Illinois. Dug out there on the back row by Iowa. Here's Buettner, just has to pop it over on the third attempt there for the Hawks. There's a miss hit by Illinois, and somehow it lands on our side. We blocked it at the net, but wasn't a great connection on Illinois' side, but it worked out for them. Tied at 2.
Yeah, it was a really off-speed swing by Illinois. Kind of caught the Iowa block off guard, and the block kind of mishit it and landed just on the 2-foot line there.
Yeah, I don't think she meant to do that, do you?
No.
Good serve by Illinois. The Hawkeyes play pinball with Illinois now. Still alive on Illinois' side. Sloppy point here, trying to catch up to it. Vesti dives for it. Moravec will push it over. Just rainbowed it. Now far side for Illinois. That kept alive by Iowa. Illinois quit playing on their side, but the Hawkeyes punch it into the net. Point to Illinois. That was probably the strangest point of the night.
Yeah, very unconventional. Not pretty volleyball there.
The term you've used a couple times, out of system. I think both teams were totally out of whatever the next step past system was. 3-2 Illinois. They serve it to Iowa's side. Here's Deary with Buettner with the swing. Stayed alive on Iowa's side now. Ortega sets it up. Buettner will get another go at it. Blocked back onto the Hawkeyes' half of the court. Set from the back row. Illinois. Is that tipped? It was tipped at the net by the Hawkeyes, and it fluttered out of bounds. 5-2 Illinois. 4-2 rather.
Yeah, lots of play inside the 10-foot line on both sides of the court. Kind of weird touches off the block lead to, one-hand touches and kind of unconventional volleyball right now.
There's a service error by Illinois. Their first of the night, hit it into the net. 4-3. And after all that, sort of the bad luck, the deflections and everything, Iowa can tie it with a point here, down 4-3. Mateo to serve for Iowa, right to left. She's in that far corner. She's ready, takes a run at it, sends it over. Middle of the floor for Illinois, now angled to the far side. That was in. It was also tipped by the Hawkeyes. Point to Illinois. See if this set settles down a little bit. It's more conventional play. The Fighting Illini with the lead 5-3 in set number 2. They took set 1 25-20. There's a rainbow serve hit over. This is Davis. Gives it back to Illinois. Middle of the floor. The joust opportunity for both teams. Here is Moravec pushing it over for the Hawkeyes. Now Illinois on the far side. Punched over and down on the sort of the dump there. 6-3 Illinois.
Yeah, with Buettner over there helping with a triple block, that creates kind of a problem because then there's nobody there for off-blocker defense. So that tip spot is very wide open. Just requires the defense to move forward and pick that up, which is a lot of ground to cover for them.
Is that just sort of a placement deal, a communication deal? How do the Hawkeyes fix that?
I don't know if they want Buettner over there to help with that block. I mean, it's kind of a pro-con situation.
Sure. Here's Buettner putting a swing on it. It was deflected initially. Illinois somehow keeps it alive, but it stays on their side. They had a couple of Fighting Illini on the floor just poking it up into the air, but couldn't get it over. 6-4. Illinois leading by 2, but it'll be Iowa that's on serve.
Yeah, it's beneficial to have Buettner over there to help with that block to take away some of the court for the Illinois outside hitter, but then you kind of give up that tip spot. So then, she would have to come off the net really quick and play that ball, so just kind of court awareness there, or just having the defense be ready to pursue those balls coming forward. Just requires, some more communication.
Sure. 6-4 Illinois. Buettner to serve, sends it over. Middle of the floor now, far side for Illinois. Tipped initially off the block there by Iowa. Buettner went diving for it but couldn't catch up to it. 7-4 Illinois. The Hawkeyes haven't been able to sustain anything on their service side.
Yeah, not able to really string points together quite yet.
Illinois serving. Mateo sets it up near side for Moravec. Blocked initially by Illinois. They go with the set to the near side this time. Topspin over and down for the Fighting Illini. They lead at 8-4. Look down the line a little bit. Coach Barnes just kind of snaps his finger, like a little frustration there.
Yeah, Davis is got to get that ball up. She wasn't there to help with the block, so then if you're not blocking, you got to be an off-blocker defender and pick up that ball.
8-4 Illinois in set number 2. They've got a one-set advantage. Here's the serve to the middle of the floor, and it caught the Hawkeyes off guard. Line drive serve. Buettner slid to her left to try to poke it up, but couldn't. 9-4 Illinois. This is where Coach Barnes called a timeout last time, and Iowa was able to get back into it. No timeout this time. The Fighting Illini have built their lead to 5 in set number 2. Here's the serve. Goes to the left side. Buettner dives again, and it finds the seats on the reception. 10-4 Illinois, and this will get a timeout from Coach Barnes. We'll step away for this timeout. Illinois leads at 10-4 in set number 2. We're back after this. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quick Star.
Hawk fans, be sure to visit and connect with the official local business partners of the Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, Iowa's premier luxury hotel. The Jill Armstrong team with Skogman Realty, the area's premier realtor. The Hotel at Kirkwood Center, a AAA 4-diamond luxury property located just a few minutes from the Eastern Iowa Airport and downtown Cedar Rapids. Whether you're visiting for business or pleasure, the hotel is happy to welcome you. To make reservations, visit thehotelatKirkwood.com or call 877-751-5111.
10-4 Illinois with the lead in set number 2. The Fighting Illini grabbed the opening set 25-20. So at this juncture, Coach Barnes calls a timeout, tries to get his group to settle in and get back into this second set. The Fighting Illini lead by 6.
Yeah, a couple service aces for Illinois. Like I said, before the set started, they're bringing the heat from the service line, and Hawks are struggling still as a passing unit with that serve. Just need some extra communication back there. Need some early communication. That ball's coming quick over the net, so whoever is going to take that pass has to call it early.
Moravec, Cole, and Buettner in the game for Iowa, along with Mateo, Davis, and Vesti. Illinois to serve left to right in the second set. They lead at 10-4. Serve clips the top of the tape. Iowa recovers. Davis with a good rip at it, but it rode the top of the net. Point to Illinois. Didn't get over to the Fighting Illini side. 11-4. The lead is 7. Terry to serve. She'll send it over. Looked like it might have been deep. Cole will play it forward for Moravec, who punches it over. A couple of Fighting Illini diving after it. Now a pass to the middle and then a miss hit by Nunji. Hit it out of bounds. Point to the Hawkeyes, 11-5. Iowa stops the bleeding there.
Now to get some points strung together here. Vesti had a good run in the first set. See if she can do it again.
She'll serve from the far corner. Runs and leaps, sends it over to the back row. Nothing doing for Iowa there. Is termination for Illinois. A couple of good passes and then a good swing from the far sideline. 12-5, Fighting Illini. Collins will serve for the visitors. Sends a knuckler over. Mateo will pass it to Davis. Now back onto Iowa's side. Cole pops it up near side for Moravec. Good swing. Finds the line on the far sideline. Great job there from Moravec to get the Hawkeyes the point.
Lots of unconventional volleyball plays in this set. It's just kind of like a weird feel to it. I don't know. Lots of play inside the 10-foot line with the one-handed like tip ups as the first contact. I don't know if I've seen that many in one set like we have in this one.
Yeah, it wasn't looking promising for Iowa to win that last point initially, but a good recovery there as Ortega serves for the Hawkeyes. Now good block by McSweeney, and it came all the way back to the baseline here, the back row, and falls to the floor. Point to the Hawkeyes, 12-7. But you're right, the one-handed tip further away from the middle of the floor for Davis, then who just had to kind of shove it over it. Somehow Iowa won that previous point. 12-7 Illinois. Ortega still serving. Received by Illinois. Then a miscommunication there. They've got to over the head, send it over on three. Ortega, far side, Deering. Gave it a rip. Heads up over here for us as it's hit out of bounds by Illinois, 12-8. Hawkeyes within 4. Ortega toes the line in the back corner. She's ready, sends it over. Short serve, good serve. Illinois is able to get to it in time. Buettner saves it on the back line for the Hawkeyes. Ortega near side Moravec. Top spins it over on a soft punch. Here is a nice kill opportunity there for Illinois. It sends Ortega back 13-8, Fighting Illini with the lead. There's that high toss and the strong serve for Illinois' Mosier. Iowa hit it over on one. The Hawkeyes have regrouped now. Dug out there by Illinois' libero. In the meantime, the point to the Hawkeyes. 13-9.
Yeah, Mosier was kind of backing up there to set that ball out. I was wondering how she was going to get it all the way out there in a clean way.
Yes, and
good effort, though.
Maybe a sigh of relief for Iowa with Mosier not being on serve anymore. She's got that high toss, that really strong serve. Hawks down by 4 right now. Moravec will serve it for Iowa. Back row, middle of the floor. Now middle of the floor attack for the Fighting Illini, and that's Nunji who sends it to the far left corner, farthest point of the floor away from us, and she scores it 14-9. Illinois gets it right back.
McSweeney wasn't quite there to close that block, so Nunji had a big hole to hit through. She had a lot of court to choose from. She
gets the privilege of serving now for Illinois. They lead it by 5, goes down the line on the near side. Ortega sets it up middle for McSweeney, who just pushes it over. Doused at the middle of the net. On Illinois' side now, set to the near side. Good block there by Buettner. Was it in? Was it out? It was a good block for the Hawkeyes. Point to Iowa. Caught the line.
That was a nasty block by Buettner. Solo, too. McSweeney went to the outside. She thought that's where the setter was going to go. So Buettner was one-on-one there. It was a great press.
14-10 Illinois in set number 2. Harley Cole to serve. Cole sends it to the back line. Cross-court attack is converted for the Fighting Illini. Iowa just not able to string anything together. We've mentioned it a couple times on the broadcast tonight. When they get the serve, it's been one and done a few times tonight.
Yeah, just can't quite get a few points together. It's just they get the ball inside out and then they can't produce.
Down the line serve on the far side for Illinois. Here's Moravec, middle of the floor, and hit out. Just long. 16-10 Illinois. Caroline Barnes serving for the Fighting Illini. Again, goes deep and down the line. Pass forward for Ortega. Near side for Buettner. Point will go to the Hawkeyes on a net violation there for Illinois.
Yeah, middle blocker there. Number 1, tapped the net. Looks at Kennedy Collins. It's a good break for the Hawks. Now just need to use it to string some points together here.
Yeah. Again, take the point anyway to slow things down. 16-11, Illinois up 5. Iowa trails by 1 set. Here's a serve that's low, doesn't clear the net. Give it right back to Illinois, 17-11. Fighting Illini with the lead.
Yeah, just when they seem to get their point, there's an error that follows. They just can't get it rolling.
Yeah, unfortunate to not make Illinois earn that. Just kind of give it right back to them like that. 6-point lead for the visitors. Back on serve now. Near side here for Buettner. She finds a great angle down the near side, down the line. That's been open a couple times tonight. Point to the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, it's a good idea to attack the setter. Moser, number 22. She is 6 foot, but when she's up there with a couple 6'2", 6'3", she is the undersized blocker. So good swing down the line.
Buettner will serve now for the Hawkeyes. See if he can string something together this time. Collins pushes it over. Can't do it. Finds the floor. There was a gap. The Hawkeyes defense there, and Collins dumped it over. 18-12. Terry serving for Illinois. Goes to the far side. Good diving stop there by Buettner. Here's Moravec, pushes it over. Illinois with a middle of the floor attack, and it found the back line in 19-12.
It was a really fast back row attack swing there. Just barely cleared the net, but Terry was ready for that back row attack.
Coach Barnes will call a timeout. Illinois leads at 19-12 in set number 2. The Fighting Illini took set 1, 25-20. Iowa trying to get back into the second set here at Extreme Arena tonight. Here in Iowa, we grow corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Corn benefits the entire state. It feeds our livestock, nourishes our families, and provides homegrown, clean-burning fuel for our vehicles. Thank you, Iowa's corn farmers. The exciting moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for it all as your healthcare champion, making healthcare more affordable with more choices for care and peace of mind, no matter what comes your way. Find the plan right for you at wellmark.com/touchdown. 19-12, Illinois got the lead on Iowa in the second set. Busy weekend of athletics for the Hawkeyes. Obviously volleyball tonight, also volleyball on Sunday. Iowa field hockey lost today in the NCAA tournament to Louisville in double overtime, 2-1. Heartbreaker for the Hawkeyes. Their season ends. Iowa soccer hosting the first round of the NCAA tournament at the soccer complex, hosting Bucknell. We'll need to get a score update on that and provide it after this set. The Hawkeye football team, the basketball team, we'll start with them. They're in action tonight at Carver Hawkeye Arena, taking on Alabama State. Tip-off at 7 p.m. So coming up shortly, the football team hosts Rutgers tomorrow at 2:30 at Kinnick Stadium. So Iowa City's buzzing. Volleyball team trying to get things started, trailing Illinois by a set. And an ace there for Illinois coming out of the timeout. They lead at 20-12.
Yeah, Raina Terry bringing the heat from the service line. She takes her time, but gives Iowa a lot of time to think about what they're going to do.
Another serve, this one a little bit softer, received by Buettner. Near side for Moravec, blocked initially. Iowa saves it. Mateo sets it up near side. Moravec gets another crack at it. Deflected off the block by Illinois. Far side, they'll top spin it over. The Hawkeyes are there this time. Mateo sets it up. Davis tipped and out off of Illinois. Point to the Hawkeyes. 20-13, Iowa trailing by 7.
Good deep swing by Davis there on the right side. Just found a spot in the court where Terry wasn't quite ready to play defense.
So Vesti will serve now for Iowa. Gets her directions from Coach Barnes on placement of the serve. Look to execute that command. 20-13, Iowa down 7. And there's a good serve by Vesti. I think it knuckled a bit on the Illinois player Vanessa Pan. Point to the Hawkeyes. 1 point at a time here. Vesti, the run up in the serve. Good serve, received by Pan. Middle of the floor, far corner now. Vesti pops it up, joust at the net. Illinois pokes it alive on their side. This one hit long by the Illini. And out, 20-15. And that gets a rousing applause from the fans.
Yeah, another great defensive effort by Vesti back there. Like I said earlier, like you don't really expect the middle to make that big of a floor move and get those balls up. She is doing everything she can to play great defense back there. I love it.
She's been a bright spot the last few weeks for the Hawkeyes. And she'll give another run at the serve here. Iowa trailing by 5 in set number 2. Here's the serve. And it is just out. The Fighting Illini waited till the last moment before pulling up and not going after that one. Let it go, and it was just out. 21-15, Illinois. So the error there by the Hawkeyes gives Collins an opportunity to serve. She'll slap it over. Mateo in the middle sets it up for McSweeney. Dug out by Illinois. Oh, McSweeney gets another opportunity at it now. Illinois' Nunji will push it over. Dug by Cole. Near side, more of it. Good swing and conversion on the kill attempt there for the Hawkeyes. 21-16. Ortega is in along with Deary. Bailey will serve for the Hawkeyes as Davis and Mateo come out. Things winding down in set 2. We'll see if Iowa can pull closer. Ortega goes down the line on her serve on the far side of the floor. Nunji steps into this one, and it is in the near corner right in front of Coach Barnes. 22-16, Illinois.
Here comes Mosier with her jump top spin serve, too.
Spins the ball in her hand. And then with the right hand, floats it high and into the air and gets the ace. That one found the back corner, and that one had some horizontal movement on it. That one looked like a curveball or a sharp slider that you might see in baseball.
Yeah, the tricky part with this serve is it drops so fast. So that ball looked like it was going to go out, and then it drops at the last second.
Flips it up there again. This one goes with the same spot. Cole is there this time for Iowa. Set up from Ortega to McSweeney. Illinois digs it out on their side, and then they get the kill. 24-16. The Illini have set point. It's really an incredible serve. I don't know if Iowa's seen much like it this year. Certainly not at home.
Yeah,
I can't recall.
Not a whole lot of players do it. It is really hard on the shoulder.
Looks like it. Set point for Illinois. Iowa hits it over on 1. Set to the far side for Illinois. Blocked at the net by Iowa. Ortega sets it middle for McSweeney. Blocked right back to her. It finds the floor. And the second set goes to Illinois. 25-16. All right, Iowa's got to come back 1 point at a time, 1 set at a time, trailing Illinois 2-0 as the Fighting Illini take this one 25-16. We're back right after this for set number 3. This is Hawkeye Volleyball from Learfield, presented by Quickstar.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
I'm Ingrid Lizarraga, breast surgeon at the University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center, the state's only NCI-designated cancer center. Here, we look beyond just the type of cancer you have to discover the molecular details of the disease. We have teams dedicated to each cancer type, with treatments and trials you won't find anywhere else in Iowa. Go to uihc.org/cancer.
The silly moments, the proud moments, even the hard moments. They're what make life remarkable. And they're why Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield is here for every moment. Committed to making healthcare better, more affordable, with more choices for care. And service and coverage that give you peace of mind no matter what comes your way. So you can show up for every tender moment, every brave moment, and every wouldn't miss it for the world moment. Knowing that Blue is here for you. Go to wellmark.com/every moment to find a plan right for you.
To anyone passing through our state, fields and fields of corn might be what they see. But the people who call Iowa home know it's so much more. Corn is ethanol, a homegrown, renewable fuel. Corn is delicious pork, beef, poultry, and dairy. Corn is in 4,000 products we rely on every day. So yeah, our highway views are full of corn, and we're proud of it. Because corn grows Iowa. Show your support for Iowa corn farmers at iowacorn.org/fan of corn.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
I'm Ingrid Lizarraga, breast surgeon at the University of Iowa Holden Comprehensive Cancer Center, the state's only NCI-designated cancer center. Here, we look beyond just the type of cancer you have to discover the molecular details of the disease. We have teams dedicated to each cancer type, with treatments and trials you won't find anywhere else in Iowa. Go to uihc.org/cancer.
When it comes to your health, you need the full picture. That means the right diagnosis and the right treatment right from the start. I'm Aaron Bowes, pediatric neurologist with University of Iowa Healthcare. Here, we're working together every day to advance medicine so you can get the best care. With more research, more clinical trials, and more treatment options than anywhere else in the state, the University of Iowa Healthcare is changing medicine and changing lives. Learn more at uihc.org.
Our mission at Oak Knoll is to provide exceptional retirement living and health services through life care. I'm Steve Rowe, CEO. We are a not-for-profit life plan community and have served the Iowa City area for 57 years. Oak Knoll is located near University of Iowa hospitals and clinics, Kinnick Stadium, Carver Hawkeye Arena, Hancher Auditorium, and downtown Iowa City. Visit our website at oakknoll.com to learn more. We're a proud sponsor of Hawkeye Athletics. Go Hawks!
Welcome back to Extreme Arena. Illinois leading Iowa 2-0 this evening after taking the first set 25-20 and the second set 25-16. About set for the third here. Iowa's going to have to go with the reverse sweep this evening to come out victorious. Hawkeye Hoops returns to the Heartland. Tony Perkins leads the Hawks onto the big stage of Carver Hawkeye Arena. Coach McCaffrey brings back 3 starters and welcomes an array of instant impact players. Plan your trip to Carver. Visit HawkeyeSports.com or call 1-800-IA-HAWKS. Iowa about to tip off with Alabama State in just a few minutes over at Carver tonight. Men's team opened the season with a win over North Dakota earlier this week. All right, we're ready for the third set. Iowa and Illinois, a border battle that right now favors the Fighting Illini. They're up 2-0. And the Hawks will try to scrape and claw and scratch their way back into this one. Halftime at the Hawkeye Soccer Complex, Iowa and Bucknell scoreless, 0-0 at halftime. So that first goal, whoever gets it, it'll be pretty important over there on the other side of town.
Yeah, it's so cool that they get the host too.
Yeah, incredible. What a run by Coach Dave Diani and his team to win the Big Ten tournament. And they might have been on the outside looking in for the NCAA tournament, and they end up hosting. Great job there by the Hawkeye soccer team. Hopefully they can pull it out tonight and advance to the next round. Illinois starts the third set with an ace as they are serving from right to left in the third. Nunji will do the honors once again. She'll send it over. Received by Buettner, but miss-hit. I think she and Cole came together, and neither one of them got good connection on it. Hit it out into the Iowa bench.
Yeah, same location as her first serve. That seam in between Cole and Buettner, they're having some communication issues.
Illinois with the first 2 points of the set. Nunji to serve again. Goes down the line this time. Moravec pops it up. Ortega with a crafty move. as she set it over, dumped it over on 2 there, and got it to hit the floor.
Yeah, Illinois definitely was not ready for that. Ortega doesn't typically set the ball over on 2, so I could tell their defense was not ready for that at all, but that was a smart move by her. Take matters into her own hands and get that point going for the Hawks.
And a little curveball, that little change up there, gives Iowa a spark here in the third, trailing 2-1. Moravec will serve. This one looks long. It is. Hit it out, 3-1 Illinois. Caroline Barnes to serve for Illinois. Sent over. Buettner receives it. Ortega sets it up middle for McSweeney. Did that find the line? No, it was out. Close on the far sideline, but out.
Yeah, super close there. It was a good swing by McSweeney and good play with Ortega running forward to set that ball behind her for McSweeney still running on that one ball.
It was close enough where both teams actually celebrated initially as McSweeney gets another opportunity, and this time she terminates. Point to Iowa, 4-2.
Redemption there on that one ball in front of Ortega this time.
McSweeney will come out. The Hawkeyes now. Vesti is in. Cole to serve. She'll shove it over to the near corner. Illinois goes cross court. Good diving stop by Cole. And then Ortega comes together with Deary. Not good contact there and hit it into the net. 5-2 Illinois.
Yeah, some miscommunication there. Deary thought she would kind of help Ortega on that one, but I don't think Ortega hurt her.
Yeah. So Illinois back to serve. Serve hit over to Cole. Ortega sets it up for the far side attack from Buettner. Popped up to the middle now for Illinois. They go near side, shoved over. This is Ortega setting for Buettner again. She just has to push it over. Joust at the net, and the Hawkeyes will win the point as Buettner and Vesti went up for it. I think it was Buettner just tapped it to the right, came to the cross court in a way, and it found the floor.
Smart tip by Buettner, really aggressive, found the inside of the 10-foot line in that 4 spot.
Iowa down 2 in the third set. 5-3. Mateo will serve. Goes down the line on the near side, tucked it inside the antenna. Good swing for Illinois there, and a one-handed attempt to save it for the Hawkeyes, but hit out right in front of us. 6-3 Illinois. Seems though Illinois' offense seems to be in a bit of a rhythm.
Yep, they're firing on all cylinders. Lots of out-of-system passes for them, too.
Cole saves the serve. Buettner lines it up and sends it over to the back row. Point goes to the Hawkeyes right in the middle of the point. What'd you see there, Reagan?
It was a double by the setter.
Okay.
That's her second of the night, too. Yeah, she seems to, when she's pedaling backward to kind of push that ball out, that's when she's doubling it, so that ball has some spin to it. Has to be a clean contact there from the second contact.
Hawkeyes within 2 now. Buettner's serve goes down the line on the far side. Back row attack there from Illinois. Too good from the Fighting Illini. Finds the floor. 7-4. Illinois' lead is 3.
Yeah, Rena Terry leading the way for the Illini with 12 kills, hitting .417. She's hitting very well.
Served by Illinois, set up for Moravec on the far side. Goes cross court, dug out by Illinois. The Fighting Illini will send it over on 2. Moravec taps it over. This one rides the top of the tape, falls over on Illinois' side. Vesti blocks it over for Moravec now. She takes a run at it, and it caught Illinois off guard. In the back line, that one rode kind of high up on the shoulders of the defender. Point goes to the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, kind of some unconventional volleyball there. Again, just lots of tips tonight. I feel like just, not as many swings as you typically see in a Big Ten matchup.
Rosa Vesti will serve. Sends it over. Middle set to the far side. Good block there by Iowa, but too much behind it, and it went out of bounds into the front row on Illinois' side. So point to the visitors. 8-5. Illinois' lead is 3.
Comes that top spin serve by Mosier.
Throws it way out in front of her, and that's just a missile. That's heat-seeking. Iowa saves it. McSweeney will push it over, hopefully get Illinois off their serve on this point. This one was headed to the back row, and Buechner deflected it out. 9-5. Not sure if that would have been in or out, but couldn't catch up to it, and we'll have to see another serve from Mosier.
Yeah, I think that was going out with Buechner being where she is. If she's playing that ball with her hands, it's probably going out.
Here's the serve. Boy, she just doesn't make any mistakes with it, does she? Iowa punches it over on one. McSweeney will pop it up onto Illinois' side, and Hawkeyes will get the point. Net violation there for Illinois.
Yep, underneath center line violation.
Thank goodness we get off of that serve.
Yep.
That's tough. I don't know how you go about stopping that. You just hope the other team makes a mistake if you
Yeah.
can return it, right?
Just got to beat the ball to the spot, which is hard to do because it comes so fast.
9-6, and now it's 10-6 Illinois. Good serve by Ortega. Illinois just frantically threw it over on their initial attempt, and then it hit it right into the net. That was Moravec. 10-6 Illinois. They're back on serve just like that.
Yeah, I think she wants that one back. She just was a little early on that jump, just hit it right in the net.
Good serve over for Deary. Now is blocked at the net by Illinois, and they've got a defender that's pulling out of the play a bit. Set to the far side for the Fighting Illini and deflected off a Cole. Point to Illinois. Looks like Terry took that one off the nose. And she might have to come out as she's being tended to by the training staff. Illinois gets the point. It's 11-6. Brief stoppage here in the meantime. Again, we talk about the unconventional play on both sides tonight. That's not the way you want to block one for Illinois and for Raina Terry, who's been very good for the Fighting Illini this evening.
That looks like her. Just a stinger just when you get hit just right, and then it makes your eyes water.
Yeah. Looks like she's good to go, which is nice to see. The Illinois side. And we're back and ready for play. Set 3. Illinois leads it 2-0. They've got the 11-6 lead in the third. Nungi to serve. Sister of former Iowa basketball player Jack Nungi. Here's the serve off the top of the tape. Iowa frantically trying to keep it alive. They do. Moravec sends it over on the third pass. Now diving forward is Cole. Diving again, Moravec. Who's going to get it this time for Iowa? It'll be Deary over there, but it didn't clear the net. 12-6.
Yeah, just some miscommunication on there. Deary is over there playing the off-blocker defense, but Cole is also pursuing the same ball. Just requires some early communication there on who's going to get that ball up.
Fighting Illini have doubled up the Hawkeyes in the third set, 12-6. Nungi to serve, takes a run at it, sends it down the line. Moravec receives it. Ortega sets it up for McSweeney, and there's a missile from McSweeney. That was the strongest hit of the night from Delaney, and it's 12-7.
Got to get something rolling here for the Hawks, so might as well start with that.
Yeah.
It's a good one-ball attack by McSweeney. Nice and quick. Get the crowd back on their feet again.
Moravec will serve for Iowa, left to right. Takes a run at it, sends it over. Received on the back row there for Illinois. Now far side attack just popped up. Moravec digs it for Ortega. Near side, Deary hit into the net.
Kind of an unconventional swing there for Deary. She doesn't typically hit slides, and that one looked like a awkward one. Kind of goofy-footed there.
13-7 Illinois. And an ace for the Fighting Illini there. As Barnes, their libero, that one just took a dive after it crossed the midpoint. Cole dove for it. could not get it. 14-7 Illinois, and the Hawkeyes are forced to call a timeout, first of set number 3. University of Iowa Healthcare has the game plan for your same-day healthcare needs. If you need treatment for a common illness or minor injury, visit one of several UI Quick Care or Urgent Care locations throughout the Iowa City and Cedar Rapids corridor. Their care and expertise will help you get back in the game. UI Healthcare is proud to sponsor your Iowa Hawkeyes. 14-7 Illinois with the lead in the third set. Iowa trying to get back into it. But so far, unsuccessful in this third set. The Hawkeyes will host Northwestern on Sunday, the 12th, 2 p.m. on Big Ten Plus. We'll also have the coverage on the Hawkeye Radio Network. Iowa and Northwestern on Sunday. Northwestern's got an 11-13 record. They're 5-9 in the Big Ten. It'll be the first meeting of the season between Iowa and Northwestern. The Hawkeyes will go over to Evanston Thanksgiving weekend on the 24th to take on the Wildcats. But we'll get our first look at Northwestern on Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. 14-7 Illinois in the third set. Barnes will continue her serve. Sends it over. Cole in the back row for Ortega. Now Moravec off the fingertips, sends it forward. Illinois cross-court attack there. Blocked at the net by the Hawkeyes, but hit out of bounds. 15-7 Illinois.
Yeah, it just feels like every defensive pursuit is either out of system or just nobody can track it down for the Hawks.
Illinois has had a methodical approach. They just haven't made many mistakes. Here's the serve to Buettner. Ortega sets, back row attack there from Moravec and into the net. 16-7.
Yeah, Illinois is just playing really clean volleyball. Like you said, just very minimal mistakes, and kind of the opposite for Iowa, just lots of unforced errors, just free points that Illinois is getting. And
very quick and short points, too. Buettner for Ortega, sets it near side Deary, and there's a good swing and a kill for Deary.
Found the seam there between the block and the middle there. Number 1, Collins wasn't quite close on her block, leading to a seam open for Deary, and she found the floor.
That's cool to see from our angle, too, because we can see the path of the ball as it finds the floor. 16-8, Iowa trailing in the third set. Great serve by Cole. Illinois keeps it alive. Moravec will dig it out. Far side, Buettner. Just off the fingertips of the first line of defense for Illinois. They get a kill opportunity, but a block at the net. Vesti and Deary team up. Return to sender there. Point to the Hawkeyes.
Yeah, Deary with that was all her there. She was pressed over the net. That was an amazing roof block.
A lot of excitement from the Hawkeyes side. Here's the serve from Cole. Goes cross court to the near side. Middle of the floor for Illinois. They set up. Collins hits it to Ortega. That was a mishit from Illinois, and it still they were able to get the point there. Just a spinner, a short spinner. Just wide of Ortega, and she gave it a good look and a good effort, but deflected out. 17-9 Illinois. Pan serving for the Fighting Illini. Received by Moravec. Here's Vesti with the kill.
It's a good quick one ball that also works for McSweeney in the middle there. So great, started out with a great pass. They were able to run their offense well there.
A couple of good passes to get to that point. Kaya Mateo will serve now for Iowa, left to right. Hawkeyes trailing by 7. 1 point at a time here, ladies. Sent over. Back row received. Popped high into the air. Set to the far side now for Illinois. Mateo dives to keep it off the floor for Iowa. Cole now for Buettner. Good angle, but saved by Illinois. Top spin over. Buettner. Mateo back to Moravec. Back row attack. Middle set now. One-timer attempt for Illinois. Mateo sets far side. Buettner pushes it over. Illinois keeping it alive. Blocked right back to the Illini side. Near side now for Illinois. Blocked back to Illinois. Another attempt for them. And it finds the floor on the near corner. Point to Illinois, 18-10. Iowa was creeping forward on the back row.
Yeah, that was a smart tip by Collins there in the middle. She sends it deep, just lots of action happening in tight to the net, and she switches it up and goes deep to find the floor. That was a really great rally, good defense on both sides of the net.
18-10. Illinois to serve. There's a knuckler sent to Cole. Set up now for Buettner. Goes back row, middle set to the near side now for Illinois. And another block deflected away from any Hawkeye in sight. Point to Illinois, 19-10. Here's the serve from Illinois. Received by Moravec. It'll be hit over on one and then a termination. That's about 3 or 4 times we've seen that tonight, where a strong serve is received by an Iowa player, hit over.
Yeah, that's the 5th ace for Raina Terry. She's just so aggressive back there from the service line.
20
every time.
Yeah, 20-10. Illinois got the lead, and they will force Coach Barnes to call a timeout here in the set. Hawkeye fans, get a taste of game day at your home by stopping by Molly's Cupcakes and picking up your favorite cookie or Rice Krispie treat to satisfy your sweet tooth craving. Molly's Cupcakes, located off of Clinton Street in the heart of downtown Iowa City. 20-10, Illinois with the lead in the third set. Now, the first set, very close, very competitive. It was 25-20. Illinois with the set victory, then 25-16 in set 2, and Illinois certainly got the momentum here in the third. They're up by 10.
Yeah, the Hawks just can't seem to answer the aggression that Illinois is bringing from the service line. Just tons of out-of-system passing. Unable to get their offense rolling, which leads to lots of points strung together by Illinois and nothing to answer for Iowa.
Trying to sift through some positives, some bright spots here for the Hawkeyes in this one. It's just been a tough night, unfortunately. 1 point at a time, try to get back in it. Trailing 20-10. Illinois serving right to left. Here's the serve. Oh, and an error. Hit the net. 20-11. Is that their first? No, their second service error of the night. Comes in the third set.
Yeah, kind of a rare miss for them tonight, at least.
Buettner will serve for the Hawkeyes. 20-11, Iowa trailing. Go down the line on the far sideline. Oh, and a miscommunication there by Illinois. After the first pass, kind of two Illinois players sort of looked at each other and last second tried to get a piece of it, but couldn't. 20-12. Illinois leading. Here's the serve. Received to the middle, poked over. That one hit the antenna there. Point to the Hawkeyes.
There's a few strung together here for the Hawks.
Yeah, coming out of that timeout. A couple of times now this evening where Coach Barnes' timeout has proven to be productive. Trying to turn the tide here in the third. Here's the serve from Buettner. Passed forward by Illinois. Blocked at the net. Illinois keeps it up on their side. Here's another opportunity. Shoved over. Vesti pokes it back for the Hawkeyes. On two here. Buettner saves it. Mateo sets it nicely for Moravec. Goes back row. Set forward for Illinois. And then they find the corner again with the back row, back line creeping forward for the Hawkeyes. Strong push there from Illinois to the back corner. 21-13.
Yeah, Collins finds that 5 spot deep on the court. Again, it was almost a replica of her tip earlier in the set.
8-point lead for the Fighting Illini. Collins will serve. Barely clears the tape, and an ace there for Illinois.
Yeah, another ace in the column there for Illinois. That's their 9th ace.
Here's Collins. She's going to get another. Miss hit by the Hawkeyes. Lead is 10 for the Fighting Illini, 23-13. Keep playing, show some fight here. The serve from Collins on its way. And that's 3 aces in a row. That one found the line. The Hawkeyes let it go, and it was in.
Yeah, I mean, they're bringing the heat back there, and
that means set point, match point for Illinois. 24-13. They got a ton of match points in a row here. Here's the serve from Collins. Cole will push it, and then a termination by Illinois as Iowa hit it over on one. Struggled with that a few times tonight, and Illinois sends it right back down on the kill. 25-13. Illinois with the third set and the match. Set 1 was 25-20. Set 2 was 25-16. Third set was 25-13. So Illinois just strengthened things, strengthened their grip as each set passed. Well, we'll be back here on Sunday afternoon. Iowa hosting Northwestern at 2 o'clock on Big Ten Plus. We'll have head coach Jim Barnes make his way over and give us his post-game analysis in just a moment. As Iowa drops tonight's match in 3 sets. Joined now by head coach of the Hawkeyes, Jim Barnes. Coach Barnes, your initial thoughts on tonight's match?
We had stretches where we competed well, but they just broke down our serve receive too many times.
Yeah.
Anytime we got close, our serve receive would break down. It's tough because we have several players out for various reasons, so there's not many substitutions we can make. In fact, there's almost 0. So it's it's a tough deal.
A unique situation with a deal like that, with being banged up and not being able to make those substitutions, but maybe an opportunity for growth to just play through those growing pains maybe.
Yeah, we didn't have any other the thing that we could do was just play through it, and there was times where we showed we could fight through it and did some good things, but we could just never sustain it because their serve, they did a good job. They served really tough. Various servers had a jump topper that served real tough, and we just weren't good enough.
And in a regrouping effort before taking on Northwestern on Sunday, the message to the team, Coach.
Yeah, we talked about this in practice, that serve pass part of the game, and that when we go on the end line, we got to be the aggressor, and that's what sets the tone. And we serve too easy, and they serve tough, and that's what it looks like when that happens. Is we've got to win that serve pass part of the game, and then the rest of the game can be a real battle.
Sure. Okay, Coach, thanks for your time tonight. We'll see you on Sunday.
Right, thank you, John.
Head coach of the Hawkeyes, Jim Barnes, on our post-game show from Extreme Arena tonight. Okay, Reagan, I'll give you the last word. Just your thoughts before we turn the page on to Sunday.
Another day, another Big Ten game. It's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Not an easy game in the Big Ten. The season is long, and obviously Hawks don't have a win yet in the column for Big Ten play. It is tough, but you can't give up. You got to keep going, and it's always a good night for an upset in the Big Ten, and an upset or a win. So they're ready.
Yes, Iowa and Northwestern, 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. Join us at Extreme Arena, and if you can't, we'll have the coverage on the Hawkeye Radio Network. Okay, that'll do it for our coverage of Iowa volleyball tonight from Extreme Arena. Illinois wins it in 3 sets, 25-20, 25-16, 25-13. We'll talk to you on Sunday afternoon. For Reagan Coyle and John Leo, we're saying so long from Extreme Arena this evening. Every day is a great day to be a Hawkeye. Some are just a little bit better than others. So long, everybody.
On the Hawkeye Sports Network from Learfield, this has been Iowa Hawkeye Volleyball, brought to you by Iowa Corn. You might think Iowa just grows corn, but the truth is corn grows Iowa. Brought to you by Iowa's corn farmers of the Iowa Corn Growers Association and the Iowa Corn Promotion Board. Wellmark. You're listening to healthy coverage of the Iowa Hawkeyes from Wellmark Blue Cross and Blue Shield, University of Iowa Healthcare, changing medicine, changing lives, and by Homewood Suites and Home 2. Hawk fans, experience your home away from home at Coralville's finest all-suite hotels. The preceding has been a Learfield presentation on the Hawkeye Sports Network.